Have you ever wondered if God left a secret code in the Bible? A way to see the future written in the past? Today, we're unlocking one of the most powerful keys to understanding prophecy: biblical typology. It's not just an old concept. It's heaven's language, and it's speaking directly to us today. So, what exactly is typology? Think of it like a shadow. A shadow isn't the real thing, but it gives you a clear outline of the substance that's casting it. In the Bible, God uses real people, events, and objects in the Old Testament as types, or living symbols, that cast a shadow forward in time. They point to a greater future reality, the antitype. The type is the shadow, and the antitype is the substance. As the writer of Hebrews says, these things are copies and shadows of heavenly things. This isn't a human invention. The Bible itself tells us this was God's design. In Romans 5:14, the Apostle Paul calls Adam a figure or a type of him that was to come, meaning Jesus Christ. Adam was the type. Christ is the antitype. Similarly, Paul explains in 1 Corinthians 10 that Israel's journey out of Egypt, their exodus, was written down as an example for us, the generation living at the end of the ages. God was writing the future through the events of the past. It's prophecy in historical form. At the very heart of all this is Jesus Christ. Every type, every shadow ultimately points to Him. Take Psalm 22, for example. Centuries before the crucifixion, David wrote, my God, why have you forsaken me?" He described his enemies piercing his hands and his feet and casting lots for his clothes. David experienced this in a limited way as a type, but Jesus lived it as the antitype on the cross, fulfilling the prophecy to the letter. This is the divine pattern. The prophets Jeremiah and Isaiah also spoke of a righteous branch and a son on whose shoulder the government will be. These weren't just poetic titles. They were building a typological chain, showing how every Old Testament deliverer was just a preview of the one true deliverer, the Messiah. This concept is crucial for us right now. Ellen White confirms that the types and shadows of the ceremonial law are indelibly stamped with the gospel of Christ. Every sanctuary service, every priest, every sacrifice was a prophetic pointer to Christ's sacrifice, His work as our high priest in heaven, and the final judgment. More than that, Israel's history is our prophetic mirror. Their experiences of wandering in the wilderness, their struggles with unbelief, their battles and their victories were all recorded for our instruction. As 1 Corinthians 10:11 says, "Now these things happened to them as an example, but they were written down for our instruction, on whom the end of the ages has come." That's us. We are meant to study their journey to understand the spiritual warfare we face, the dangers of doubt, and the path to ultimate victory. The shepherd's rod literature places this principle at the heart of understanding end-time events. It explains that the Old Testament is a blueprint for God's final work. The Exodus movement, for instance, with its Passover, Its journey through the wilderness and its settlement in the Promised Land is a perfect typology for the church's final journey. Just as ancient Israel was delivered from bondage in Egypt, God's people today will be delivered from the bondage of sin, spiritual confusion, and the final crisis. And just as they entered Canaan under Joshua, God's people will enter the antitypical kingdom under the true Joshua Jesus Christ. So, what does this mean for you and me? Typology isn't just an academic exercise. It's a divine lens for end-time preparation. We are living in the age where the shadows finally meet the substance. We are experiencing the antitypical Day of Atonement, the antitypical purification of the church, and the antitypical exodus that leads to the kingdom of glory. The message of typology is a call to action. It reveals that victory is possible when we surrender our will. It shows us that divine leadership is essential for our journey, and it teaches that obedience is the key to entering our final rest. Biblical typology is God's prophetic pattern woven into the fabric of history. It reveals Christ as the center of everything, the captain of our salvation. From Adam to the Exodus, God has given us a clear blueprint for the final generation. Since these examples were written for us, upon whom the ends of the world are come, their message speaks with final, urgent force. Surrender everything. Follow the true Joshua and prepare for the last great deliverance. Thank you for watching. If this message resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe for more insights into Bible prophecy.